everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. I hope you all had a good weekend. I sure did. On Saturday I had a PJs day where I just sat in my PJs all day long. I haven't done that for years and it was fabulous. But Sunday I came in my workshop and I started organising, going through my buckets and sorting out at the bottom of the buckets and everything else. And some flowers, I've yet to do the rest, but I've had a delivery where I've got to start a customer's Christmas wreath as well. Anyway, I've had a request of a young lady if I could do a sympathy cross for a graveside for Christmas. I told her that I would do one. There's several ways that you can do them. I'm going to try and do it in reds and golds, just as, you know, as simple as I can do it, just in case, you know, she doesn't want to, the lady doesn't want to spend a lot of time or hasn't got a lot of time, she may be busy. So, oh, and Julie Johnson, I'm glad your daughter likes the gongs. So now you have got to make a one. Good on you. I hope you have lots of fun as well doing it. So, what I've done to start with, let's just say, I'm going to maneuver the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So you won't see me, so you can't see me if I'm frowning or anything like that, but that's very unlikely. So I'm going to show you the frame that I've got it, it was in here, so I thought I'll use this one instead of going to where my storage is outside in another building with everything else in. So I'm going to move the camera, guys. So one moment. I hope you can see what I'm going to be doing. Right. First of all, look at my desk, it's a bit messy. I've been working this morning. This is my frame, the small one that I've got. It's just a wire green coated frame. You can get bigger. This is just one of the small ones that I've got, which is 16 inches long and 7 inches going that way. It's like I say, it's just wire, nothing more. It is hollow here and solid on this side. Well, not solid, but you can't put anything or anything fall through that side. So what we're going to do is turn it upside down so that becomes our base. I've got a block of Oasis that I've just cut in half to make two bits. Let me just rub them together to get all that mess off, because that's what I do, because you don't want all them messy bits floating around. There we go. It's like magic. Right, I'm going to put one aside at the moment, and what I do for this, I go to the bottom where it is here and I just make an imprint of where I know I've got to cut. So there is your line. So I've got my spatula that you use for baking. I've got a long one for things like this, and then we are just going to cut where that line is all the way to the bottom, and then do that again. If you don't want those bits on, just rub them two pieces together and they come off, and then you place that inside your frame like that. Then you get the other piece and do the same, because this one will be slightly, just get the imprint. There we have it, because I haven't cut it straight. You'd think with glasses on I would. And there it finished, like that. Let me just rub them together. And all I'm doing is doing that, and it smooths it off on either side. And I'll do this one. Like that. Let's get rid of that. And now I will place that in. As you can see, one is bigger than the other. So I place my flat spatula across there and just go, I think I'm going down, like that. Again, let's rub anything off. And if you think it's a bit up like that, just rub it. Sorry about the noise, guys. And it's just like sanding. And there you have. So now I've got two pieces. I'm going to take one of them back out. I'm going to get my other spatula, dip some glue in it, glue that on one end, so it's going to glue to this piece. And there you go. Wipe any glue that seeps out. You can do it with a glue gun. You haven't got to do it how I've done with the small spatula. And now we've got those other bits. Let me just get rid of this. Oh, it's a messy thing. And you've got another piece here. You do the same. Let me just get rid of that fuzziness. I don't like the bits. I'm very, must have OCD, me. That doesn't look straight anyway. Let's just see. It may be okay. Oops, I raised it. Still got glue on my fingers. And again, do the same process. So it's all the same height. Take that piece out. Dip my spatula. Let me just back in the glue. I didn't put enough on there, guys. And then place it so this piece sticks to that. Like that. And that's all I do with those. So then get another piece, press your oasis in, and you will get the pattern that you need. So cut. I'm not going to need all of that, so I'll just cut. Oops, there, pick that bit up. And then let me just see. Push it in as far as it'll go. And again, you can see that that is higher. Just get your spatula or knife, whatever you use, and run it across so it's the same height. Take it back out. I'm just going to soften that up. get my spatula again, dip it in the glue, or again, like I say, you use your glue gun, and then the glued side, I go to the centre, push it in, any glue that seeps out, wipe off. So there's all those pieces of Oasis will now be connected together and will stay glued together. So that is how you put your Oasis in. So again, let me just get rid of this awful mess. I don't like the feel of the Oasis. I don't mind cutting into it, but the graininess of it, I don't like. It's awful. It's just one of my hates. So there it is. It might be slightly higher around here, but that doesn't matter because it's going to be covered. And the way I sometimes cover, I thought this may be easier. You could either spray it, put moss all around, which you'll have a lot of pins in. So then in the end, as you're putting your floral or foliage in, oh, I've just heard a noise. You may catch some of your pins inside. So I've got a garland. Now this hasn't got wiring at all. It's just floppy like a vine, no wire in it at all. So I tend to put a piece there. Oh, let me get my moss pins. I forgot my moss pins. You can either glue that on for a little bit more security. So let's show you how to glue it as well. Let's put a moss pin just for extra security. Now put the glue on the end, just a little bit there. You don't need too much because you will be adding your floral. Place that across the bottom there. Get your moss pin and go over, and then that is now in and secure. So all I do then, because you've got it on the back, you don't want to see the back, I wrap this around. I don't have to do it in any particular way. I just, let it hang. I just wrap it and keep going. And this is an easier way than placing lots of either ribbon or moss. This will act as your base. And again, I'm just going round, and once I reach the center point, I make sure underneath is secure, and then where that corner piece is there, I will get my scissors, cut that off, get another moss pin or U-pin, whatever you call them, and place that in to the Oasis. So that is your base for that bit. So then you have these. So if you want, get another moss pin, place that in and do the same. Wrap it around till you reach the center point, and that the back, always check the back is covered. There's still a little bit of space here, so I need to go over again and get my scissors, or in fact I could cross right over to this side go over at a diagonal over that side, and then carry on going round, again covering the cross till you reach where you can place your other moss pin in. And I will place it in the centre, if I can get it. So that is that bit done. I got 2 pieces out, but then I put one back. And now, again, to hold it in, place in a moss pin and go round. Again, just going up to the top. And again placing. I have got a little bit spare on the end. I've just noticed, I thought I cut it to the size, so I obviously didn't, so don't worry if you've got any spare, just cut a little piece off and place that in there. So now there's your base to your cross. It doesn't look very big here, but you can make that size and make that cross elongate. So that is all you do for the easiest to cover oasis on your cross. So let me just move things out of my way. So that, again, like I say guys, is so easy. It saves time. Or you could get a garland with a wire in and pin down the garland or with the wire, or glue it down and then glue your floral into the garland with the spruce. But I've used that as my base. So we'll put that aside and we'll go through excuse me, what we're going to use. Right, I've got some red berries out, the traditional red berries, nice and glossy effect, so they're very pretty, so I thought we'd get those out. I've got just 4, I didn't want any more, I just got 4 gold roses, with it being red and gold. I've cut, there's a lot, I've tried to prepare everything, I'm not sure if I have or not, I think I have. I've got out eucalyptus. Now that is a beautiful, this one is the silver dollar, I love it. And this looks fabulous on any arrangement. I prefer this to the eucalyptus scenario, the most common one. I've got out some fern, just small fern. I haven't gone for the the rubbery texture because that's quite long, so I've gone out for the smaller, with it being a smaller cross. Of course I may have to get some more, who knows, but our conifer, you've got to add conifer. Well, you haven't got to, but I love adding conifer, whether it be for a Christmas theme or all year round. Because it is an all year round plant, or tree should I say, it is fabulous in anything. Now I've got these other little bits of fern that I've just grabbed a few out, that I spotted at the bottom of one of my buckets, that was oddments that had gone right down to the bottom. I may use these, and they're a bit more like leather leaf to me. That's the more of the shape, so I thought we may incorporate those. Now I have got grass, but only small pieces that I've chopped down off a main stem as well before we started, and put bands on everything. Because obviously if it's, the loved one is buried in the ground, they've got grass around them, so I'm taking into consideration a bit of grass as well to go with it. I have got only four amaranthus that I want to put on each end of the cross. Just a little bit of red, not too vibrant and not too glittery. It is matte and a rubbery texture, and I thought that was also help with the point of the cross. Now I have got out some holly. It's not got the berries on it. It didn't come with the berries, but hence the reason I've got the red berries out. But I've got the gold holly, and I've got some oddments as well, so I thought we'll use that. And on each end of the cross I want to place in, again I've cut all these down really short, place some gold big leaf fern as well to add to the dynamic of it as well. Now I have got out some Christmas roses with a little bit, let me get that plastic, a little bit of glitter, but the leaves are gold on the underside, so I thought they would look fantastic. I'm not going to use all of them, I'm not sure how many I'm going to use, so I just brought them out and I've cut these down. When I first got them, I bought a few bunches, but I cut some down smaller in case I wanted to use them for something smaller, and then it would save me time from chopping. And then last of all I have got some carnations. Now I'm not saying that I'm going to use these, I just thought with a bit of white for purity it may look nice as well and beautiful. So that's what we've got for our cross today. So I want to get in all of the foliage. So let's get those out of the way. Let's get the big form as well. So now all this is attached, all we have to do is glue it in to the oasis. So again, I've chopped all these, took some leaves down because the stems were about 60 centimetres, so I've chopped them right down, and all I'm going to do is place one in either end of our arrangement. And again, this is the simplest way I can, I tend to say what would be great if you're doing and you don't know what to use to cover your metal frame. And then one, and it just goes through the garland at the bottom. So that is how it now looks. So now you can see how long your cross and how wide it is, because with just this acting as your base greenery, it doesn't look very wide here, so you can't tell really that it's a cross until you start putting long pieces in like that. Then you can see what it is. So I've got eucalyptus, and I want to scatter eucalyptus around along the bottom as well. And I'm just going through the garland. So there's no moss pins what are going to be in my way. I'm just sticking it into our oasis. How easy, guys. It will save a lot of time than sitting there placing all your moss pins in. That's why I like to use, when I do things like this, as a base. Again, I'm not just going to place this here, I'm going to place some in here as well. I may end up having to get some more. So I am going on the top also. So I'm working my way up. Yeah, I'm going to need some more. I don't know why I just didn't bring the whole lot out. Oh, let me cut that, it's a bit long. And then I'm going to feel where the corner is and place one in the corner. And I'm not making them flat, I'm lifting them so there's a bit of volume to also make it look nice and full. And I'm feeling for this corner as well. I can. There we go. So what I'm going to do on the end down here is place one there as well. So that is now lovely and full. Let me go and get the others, guys. I don't know why I just didn't bring the lot. Let's just grab them. Because like I say, at the weekend I went through some of my buckets, and oh my goodness, guys, I couldn't believe how I let them get like that. I really couldn't. Let's take that one off. And again, I've got two shades of eucalyptus, one a bluey and one a bluey grey. I thought I'd add that in, give another different contrast. This is my bunch of oddments. So what I've done is, with all the fresh stems, I've put rubber bands on so I don't touch them, and all these stems I've put rubber bands on so I use the oddments first. I've got to, otherwise I'll waste them. And again, just push it in. That needs a stem on it. It's not got a stem on. So what I do, if I find some without a stem on, I get a wire pick, dip it in the glue and then place it inside. And then I've got a longer stem where I can cut it down to the size that I like. And again, feel for the corner, place it in. Has this one got a stem? I can't see. Feel for the corner here so I know where I'm aiming. Let's get this bit. Place one on the top. Manipulate it if you like. And do the same with all the others. Again, I'm placing my foliage in first. I can't get that one in. I think it's a bit too bulky. Let's just take that wire off. We use another piece. I don't want to risk it. And get it through. There we are. There's another piece in as well. Place that one on the end. Like that. And again, this is making it all look like we've got volume. All throughout. Just want to see. Yeah. I want to use the greener one. Here we have it. Place that one in. Just take that off. And there you have your eucalyptus. Now you could place one in the centre, but again, we're going to be having our floral in the centre. So I'll put all these together. Now doesn't that look nice and full? And that's just with the eucalyptus added for our, mainly our first foliage. So let's get the rubber band and put them all back together. And if I need any more, I just will grab some more. So I'll place those on the floor. So that is with our beautiful eucalyptus. Again, full on the top, full around the sides. That's with the points, it helps you, you know, recognize what it is. So I don't know about those. They look a bit greeny, so I may leave those out. I've got grass, which I've cut right down. I can't even remember how many I cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I may place 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to place these where the gold fern is. So I'm going just above it. So you've got a bit, oops a daisy. With different foliage around. The ends, should I say, or the tips of each end. I thought I'd pushed all these up because these are push-ups. I've just looked and I haven't. Where's some of them are so hard to push up. And then our last one in there as well. I don't want that one. So now we've just got a bit of grass in, and we've yet still to add our conifer as well. So let's put a bit of fern in again. The small fern that I've picked out. And it is tiny. And I just want to add in little bits around the edge as well to give it another different texture. And we're going in round the side. And again, these are also push-ups. So I'm placing them what I'm doing, I'm placing them where in between the eucalyptus. So there was one here where I haven't got anything. Do the same on there, on here. And this is just adding a little bit of movement. Again, if I wish, I could put some up here. You don't have to. I don't know what that's. Got something attached to it. And I'm putting one either side of here as well. Let's push that up. And I'm doing the same on this side. Oh, my coffee. My son made me a coffee. Oh gosh, it's cold. It touched my lips and it's cold. I am terrible. And again, and there. Have I pushed that up yet? And then one more. Let's go here. So I think that may be enough on the bottom. So let's get these again. I could place the odd one above. In fact, I may. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, I've gone right down with it, with my oddments. Look at that. It makes me happy. So what we're going to do with these, just place them in there. Again, I'm filling this up, I'm making it look full, giving it plenty of volume. Oops, I haven't pushed that one up. And again, just manipulate them if you think they're looking a bit too tightly closed. Oh, I need one more. I didn't count that very well. Let's get one more. Just pull it out, yeah. And sit one. I think here actually. And just spread your leaves on it, fluff it up. Give it more of a natural look. You do that with all, you know, with all your things, and spread it out. So again, that is how full it is looking already. So now we have, I don't think I'm putting these in, no. So where's the elastic band? Place these back. So they can go down there. Now we have our beautiful conifer. Well, this is where we're going to add. Oh, before we put that in, let's get our amaranthus that I cut. Because what I want to do with these, I want to place these here on the ends, as you can see. for a bit of red. Do I place it here with, yeah, I'm going to place it with the gold. Gold fern will set it off. I'm just lifting it up. And placing it in the centre, around the centre of the gold fern. Do the same with that one. So it's got a bit of a red on the gold fern as well. I'm lifting the grass up. And one more. So that is those placed in, and again we have got our conifer. And again, I may not even use all of this, but this is just to add a bit of nice, again, movement, different texture and volume, because these do stick up lovely. And again, I'm not wanting to place too many in. So I didn't get the whole bunch out. I've got some more on order. I can't help myself with it. You watch, I'll end up grabbing some more. And swivel that around. Oh, that stem a bit too long. And I'm doing 6 on this long length. So then that again fills it up. I want to do one here. I was considering one around here. I'm just spreading them out, and the centre one on these does lean over, bend. You can manipulate that. The other two you can't. So let's just bring the centre one slightly down a bit. I don't want it too high. Not leave. I may place 2 in the centre here. So 1 leaning there. And then another one. Again, just leaning over. This is so that is all your greenery in your cross done. So now we move on to our berries and our florals. So let's maybe place the berries in last. And what I want to do with the berries is bring them like some down here, because the main floral will be in the centre. You don't have to put a bow on, you know, you don't have to put a bow on absolutely everything, you know, and then just scatter these. I'm just going to show you, you know, where I'd like them to sit around. Now, and I may put them to there in the centre, you know, or leaning over, just to scatter the berries around. But I want to put the floral in first, because I know the roses especially are quite big. So where's that one I cut down for give me an idea? There, like that. Excuse me, because I couldn't make my mind up whether I wanted one there. I just place that again, and one there, and then I could also, if I get them out, have one here and then one here. So that is how I wanted to do them. So I've got 5 roses, and then I do have my other gold roses which I wanted to place in each corner of here, like that. And then with me, I don't think I'm going to add, or I may just add the odd carnation here, 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 and 4 carnations, or maybe 1 actually, or 2 at the tip, and give a bit of colour down here, and have those here. Let me just see. There's one there, one there. Excuse everything falling. I just want to have a quick look whether to use carnations or not. Because we've got, like I say, the berries. I actually do like that. Or if we took those out and just put them on and then scatter those, or just leave it as gold. Yeah, I might just leave it as gold, guys, this time, because we have got our gold holly as well to place in also. So yeah, we'll keep the white out on this occasion, as much as I thought it looked quite pretty. So let's get our roses in. So I'm just going to lift it up there. Let's get our centre one in that I cut down really short. And I'm not placing that in really deep. do the same with this one. And then just move this one slightly further down. So there's your 5, sorry. I tell you, I'm rubbish at counting today. 5 beautiful Christmas roses. So now let's get in our gold. And all I wanted to do with those is place them near the corners. Just feel there. I can't get that one in. Glue all over my fingers. Let's try. And these are slightly lower down from the red rose because it's the red rose that is the focal point. So if I turn it that way towards yourself, so there. I know there's a space here, guys, and you probably spotted it, but again, this is where, or the holly, let me get a small piece, things like this will be going to fill in those gaps like that. So now we've got our flowers in, let us get our berries in. This and there. And again, I'm not overdoing it with the Christmassy look. I'm putting a slight little bit of Christmas theme into it, but I'm not going, you know, over the top. As I say, it's not a party, you know, that they're celebrating. So hence the reason I don't go too over the top when it comes to funeral, sympathy flowers, you know. It's just not something that people are wanting to celebrate joy. It's not a celebration of that. It's a more of a remembrance thought. You know, they're remembering their loved ones. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if some people may think, well, you know, I want to do a really wacky one because that's the sort of person that, you know, my loved one was, loved anything like that, then that's fine, you know. But I tend to, well, not I tend to, I do what the customer wants, but on this occasion, you know, I'm just doing a more of a traditional Christmas cross than something for somebody who loved partying and wacky things. Right, I'm just now incorporating our holly. I had to look then. Just caught that leaf with the glue. All over me now. I knew I'd end up standing up, guys. I just like to see above myself if there's anything that needs to be incorporated. I prefer to stand up and work when I'm doing my flowers. Unless if it's something like a hat box or, you know, a table centerpiece, things like that, then I've not got a problem sitting down. But then I do stand up at the end to view it and look at it to see if everything's in the correct position. And again, I'm just dotting around some holly. I need some here. Get this piece, it's a bit longer. And I want two, I think one there, and I think one there. I just can't make my mind up whether to place one here. No. So just those two. I may have to put a bit of a extra stem on that because it's not very long. So with it being gold, I haven't got gold tape, so I use brown. All that moaning I did about that black corsage tape, guys, and I've not even used it yet. It's still full and in its package. Well, not in its package, but it's just not been opened or unravelled, should I say. So yeah, all that fuss was nothing. And I'm going under the rose with this, just so you can just see a little bit of it. I don't want it too many of them hanging around or on show. I can't place my hands anywhere where to grip. Now I can see it's a bit bare here, and that bothers me. So I may, let's have a look. No, I'm just going to have a look at I don't want to put no more berries in. I think it needs eucalyptus. Yeah, I can see it standing afar from afar. It still needs a bit of eucalyptus. Bring in here. It's just here, guys. I can't. It's just to fill in that little bit of the space. And I don't want to change the greenery of what we've used. So I'm trying to keep within what we've got. I was always taught use a minimum of 3 greeneries, and then from then on you can use as many as you like, but don't go less than 3. I was always taught that. I don't know if I like them sunk. I don't like them sunk, guys. I think I want to bring them where they're a bit more on par. So let's take this pick out. Okay, yeah. Place a new one in. Let's see. That's better. So we'll pull that one out as well. Again, if you want a bow in it, you can put a bow in the centre and put some flowers around the bow. You could do it like that. Or you could put a bow on the end here and have tail ends. You could do it like that also. Or you could have bows on each end. I've done that many times. Oh my gosh, it's solid. Again, that was just... Yeah, it looks better brought up. Oh my gosh. I pulled the flower out, but not the stem. There we go. Oh, I can't get the glue off my thumb. So there. So guys, it may have been a shorter video today, But I don't mind requests and things like that. So that is our sympathy cross for Christmas time. And again, and the simple way to cover it is getting a garland that's got no wire in and wrap it around and just push a U-pin in or moss pin to hold it in, and then that will act as your base so you don't see your oasis from the underside or from the top. It is completely covered. So that is the easiest way I could tell you how to do it, guys. And it's one of quite an effective way as well, because it covers everything. And then all you have to do is then just do your beautiful design by placing all your floral and your foliage in. And again, you can see it's a cross because of I've put in ferns that I've got a point on the end, so it shows what it is on each ends to emphasize that it's a cross. And then there's my central point, and I've worked around that, and then put lots of eucalyptus in, and a bit of holly, quite a bit of cypress leaves as well, and some berries also. So I haven't gone over the top. I wanted to keep it relatively simple, but also an effective look as well, which I think things like this are very pretty, and again, I haven't gone wild with it. I've took into consideration it's a sympathy cross, and I didn't want to make it wacky, with lots of candy cane or gingerbread men or gift boxes or sparkly glittery leaves, anything like that. I didn't do that. The only little bit of glitter is what we've got around the top here on the tips of the roses. Other than that, there is no glitter. We've got the gold in colour, but it's not glitter. So I've taken into all of those because, again, I look at it like it's not a celebration. It's something you're taking to the graveside to represent, that they're still in your mind, and also this, you're still thinking of them at Christmas time. And that's just how I tend to look at things. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me just bring the camera up so you can see me. I don't even know if I can see it like that. So yeah, I'll hold it up, guys, when I bring the camera up. So you'll get a better, hopefully. Let me bring the camera slightly back, so you'll get a slightly better view of it as I hold it up. Are you ready for this? So there is your cross. Again, that emphasises the cross with the points at the top, at the bottom and the sides. And I've worked it around that, and that is how it will sit lovely. You could put, if you wish, something that may attach it to the graveside, just so the wind doesn't blow it. A bit of rope around the central point here at the back, and then attach it to where you place the flowers or things like that, and so it stays in place, or around the gravestone itself. It's people's got different preferences, because people have said before they've had one done and it's blown away, so I can only think of attaching it with a bit of rope, or maybe a bit of rope like you do at the top, a big loop, and attach it over the gravestone itself, and so it stays in place. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope the lady who requested it, that you found that relatively easy, my darling. And again, I've got lots of ways how to do them, but I was trying to think of the simplest way for yourselves, and and other people as well, who may are too busy or haven't got much time and they need to get it really done quickly. So that's just what I could think of. So if I bring it slightly closer, you'll get a better look of the roses in the centre, the holly, the berries, the eucalyptus, the fern and the conifer, or the cypress leaves, whichever you know them as, and your gold roses as well. So you don't need a lot in it to make it look beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed that. It is a shorter video today, guys. It don't seem right, because usually I make videos like movies. My husband says that's probably why over the weekend people start watching it and they just think, oh, get on with it. So who knows, I don't know, but it's just me as a person. I said to him, well, a tutorial doesn't, over here anyway, I guess it applies everywhere else. If you're having a tutorial, it can go on for hours. It's not like I'm just doing a quick and speeding it along so everybody can't take it on board what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Or as we say, cutting and editing. I like them to know everything that's going off, and that's probably why my video is so long. But hey guys, that's just me. I like chatting away. I'm not happy unless my vocal cords are in motion. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I've still got the rest of the day. I've got to now start another one where my customer wants it in white, a pure wreath in white with a little bit of silver, not much, mistletoe and things like that, and silver holly. Maybe she says the odd little rose, bud rose, and we'll see how it turns out. I know what she's the customer's like, so I've got everything she wanted, so I can only do what she's asked for. So again, at the end of the day, once I've done it, I'll show it you, but I can't make a video on it because it's going to be time consuming, because it's a lot of little bits. So, and I don't want the video going on for 4 hours. Crikey me, you'll all be asleep. So again, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and again, thank you all so much for subscribing. So I'm so pleased and so touched by it all. I just can't. I haven't got the words to say it. It's just really overwhelming, and it really does touch my heart. And I can't find the words. There's no words to describe you all. You're just so unique and wonderful people, and I thank you all. So again, please send us a comment, share and subscribe as well. And again, have a wonderful day. All the best. Bye bye.